Hello grade 9 students, we're now through discussing the lesson solving radical equations. This time, let us apply our knowledge in solving radical equations to real life problems or world problems. So let us learn how to solve problems that involve radicals. So the MELC solves problems involving radicals, and learning objectives: translate verbal phrases to mathematical equations or vice versa, solve problems involving radical equations, and apply radical equations in real-life situations. Okay, let us recall how to translate verbal phrases into mathematical equation or vice versa. The square root of 2 times a certain number added to 3 is 6. So, how do we translate this verbal phrase to mathematical equation? So, square root of 2x plus 3 equals 6. Yes, square root of 2 times a certain number, which is 2x, added to 3, so plus 3, is 6, means equals 6. The square root of 5 less 3 times a number divided by 4, the quotient is 6. So the square root of 5 less minus 3 times a number, 3x, divided by 4, the quotient is 6. The quotient is 6, so equals 6. So the square root of a number added to 5 is twice the number. So the square root of this number x added to 5 plus 5 is twice the number 2x. The square root of a number added to 3 is 5. Square root of x plus 3 equals 5. The square root of a certain number less than 6 is 3. Square root of n minus 6 equals 3. Yun. Okay, let us study the following problems involving radicals. Example, the square root of the product of 2 and a number is 24. Find the number. So first, let us translate the phrase to mathematical equation. So it says here, the square root of product of 2 and a number, so square root of 2x is equal to 24. Find the number. So let us now solve this radical equation. You know how to do it. Just square both sides of the equation. Yon, square root of 2x square is 2x. 24 times 24 is 576. 2x equals 576. Divide both sides by 2. X equals 288. So the number is 288. Let's check. Substitute 288 to the original equation. 2 times 288, is it equal to 24? Square root of 576, is it equal to 24? Yes, 24 is equal to 24. Number 2, the square root of 1 more than twice a certain number is 5. Find the number. So let x be the number. The equation is square root of 2x plus 1 equals 5. So let us square both sides of the equation. Okay. So 1 more than twice a certain number, so 2x plus 1 is 5. So yun, square both sides of the number. 2x plus 1 equals 25. Then from here, transpose 1, 2x equals 24. Diba? Divide both sides by 2. X is equal to 12. Therefore, the number that we're trying to find is 12. Okay, let's check. Substitute 12 to the original equation. 2 times 12, 24 plus 1 is 25. What's the square root of 25? Correct. 5 is equal to 5. Therefore, our answer is correct. Find the area of a circle of radius 6 centimeters. Okay, the radius r of a circle with area a is given by the formula pi area equals pi r squared. Where to find where to find r, we use r equals square root of a over pi. Right? So if the radius is 6 centimeters, what is the area? Yes. Okay, so the formula is square root of a over pi. Then substitute, what is r? 6. That's the radius of the circle, 6 centimeters. Square root of a over pi. And then this is now what we call a radical equation. So for the value of a, which is the area, we're going to first square both sides of the equation. 36 is equal to a over pi, and since pi is 3.14, okay, let's multiply 36 by pi. So the area is 36 pi square centimeter. Oh, pwede na yun. 36 pi square centimeter is the area of the circle with the radius 6. Next, the time in seconds it takes an object to fall d feet is given by t equals square root of d over 16. Find the distance after 10 seconds. So the time is 10 seconds. Square root of d over 16. So our equation now here is that the radical equation is 10 equals square root of d over 16. So from here, this is now a radical equation. So square both sides, then simplify. So 10 square is 100. Square root of d over 16 square is d over 16. Then yung 16 multiply mo sa 100. That's the value of d. Okay. The distance is 1,600 feet. Okay. That is now the answer. So for checking, let us substitute d by 1,600. Square root of 1,600 divided by 16 is 100. Square root of 100 is 10. 10 equals 10. Correct. Example 5. Use the formula d equals square root of 1.5h to approximate the distance d in miles to a horizon when h is the height in feet of the viewer's eye above the ground. Round your answer to the nearest mile. Find the distance you can see to the horizon from a height of 24 feet. So given h equals 24, and since the formula in finding the distance is d, t equals square root of 1.5h. Substitute the value of h to find the answer. So just substitute h by 24. So d equals square root of 1.5 times 24, which is 36. Yes, 24 or times 1.5, 36. What is the square root of 36? 6 miles. So the answer is 6 miles. Let's check. Substitute h by 6 miles in the equation here. 6 equals square root of 1.5 times, alright, okay, 1.5 times 24. Square root of 36 is 6. 6 is equal to 6. Now a woman bikes 5 kilometers to the east going to school, and then walks 9 kilometers northward going to the church. How far is she from the starting point, which is her house? So we can illustrate this problem for better understanding. Since the illustration forms a right triangle, therefore we can apply the Pythagorean Theorem. So here is the starting point of the woman. She bikes 5 kilometers to the east going to school. And then after that, she walks 9 kilometers northward going to the church. How far is she from the starting point, which is her house? Okay, so question is how far is the church from his starting point. So since it's in the form of a right triangle, we can use the Pythagorean Theorem. C squared equals a squared plus b squared. Substitute a by 9 meters. Okay, 9 kilometers should be okay. Put typographical error only. So naisulat dito meters, but it should be kilometers, so km. So 9 square is 81 kilometers, 5 square is 25 kilometers. Then adding 81 and 25, 106 kilometers squared. Therefore C is equal to square root of 106 kilometers. Yes, kilometers. Square root of 106 kilometers, mga 10.1 or 10.2 kilometers. And let's try to check using the Pythagorean Theorem. 106 is equal to 106. So the woman is square root of 106 kilometers far from her house, or approximately between 10 kilometers and 11 meters. 7. Approximately the distance d in miles that person can see to the horizon is represented by the equation d equals square root of 3h over 2, where h is the height, where the first one is 1 mile is equal to 1609.3 meters. How far can you see the horizon through an airplane window at a height of 3650 meters? Given h equals 3650 meters. So let's first convert 3650 meters to miles. Since 1 mile is 1609.3 meters, so divide natin yung 3650 by 2.27. I mean 3650 divided by 1609.3 is equal to 2.27 miles. That is the value of h. So we can now substitute it in the formula. D equals square root of 3h over 2. 3 times 2.27, 6.81 divided by 2 is square root of 3.405 by using your calculator. The answer is 1.85 miles. Now let us convert 1.85 miles to meters. 1 mile is 1609.3. So we're going to multiply 1.85 by 1609.3, which is 2977.205 meters. So final answer, at the height of 3650 meters, one can see approximately 1.85 miles or 2977.25 meters to the horizon through an airplane window. Okay. Next, number 8. The formula R is equal to 2 square root of 5L can be used to approximate the speed R in miles per hour of a car that has left a skid mark of L in feet. How far will a car skid at 90 miles per hour? So the rate is 90 miles per hour R. So let's substitute in the formula. R equals 2 square root of 5L. So 90 equals 2 square root of 5L. Divide both sides by 2. Magiging 45 is equal to square root of 5L. Then from here, applying your knowledge in solving radical equations, square both sides. So we have 5L equals 2025. Divide both sides by 5. L is 405. Okay, that's now the answer. 400 miles. So at 90 miles per hour, the car leaves a skid mark at 405 feet. Okay, we're trying to solve feet ang hinahanap natin. So 405 feet is the answer for example number 8. Okay, naman pa dito, number 9. On a roller coaster ride, your speed in a loop depends on the height of the hill you have just come down and the radius of the loop in feet. The equation v equals 8 square root of h minus 2r gives the velocity v in feet per second of a car at the top of the loop. Suppose the loop has a radius of 18 feet and you want the car to have a velocity of 30 feet per second at the top of the loop. How high should the hill be? So from the problem given, v equals 30, r equals 18. So from the formula, v equals 8 square root of h minus 2r. Substitute v by 30, r by 18. So let's try to find h. So 30 is equal to 8 square root of h minus 36. Let us simplify, divide both sides by 8. So we have 8 square root of h minus 36 equals 30 divided by 8, 3.75. And from here, solve for h, let us square both sides of the equation. So h minus 36 equals 14.0625. Then transpose negative 36. 14.0625 plus 36 is 50.0625. That is now the answer, h. So the hill should be about 50 feet high, approximately 50 feet high. That's the answer for number 9. Let us proceed to our exercises. Let us answer the following problems with choices, multiple choice. Translate a number less 6 is the square root of a number into mathematical equation. A number less 6 is the square root of a number. What's your answer? Answer is C. Number less 6, x minus 6 is the square root of the number. Next, 2. Translate 4 added to the square root of x is 12 into mathematical equation. Answer is A. 4 plus square root of x equals 12. Translate square root of x plus 2 equals 3 in verbal phrase. Answer A. The square root of a number is more than 2. The square root of a number more than 2 is 3. Yes. Number 4. Translate square root of 2x plus 1 equals 6 in verbal phrase. What's your answer? B. The square root of 1 more than twice a certain number is 6. Number 5. The square root of 5 more than twice a number is 7. Find the number. So, but you can answer this orally, right? Square root of 5 more than twice a number. So 2x plus 5 is 7. 2x plus 5 is 49. 49 minus 5, 44 divided by 2, 22. D. Answer. Next, use the problem below to answer the items number 6 and 7. The time t in seconds it takes an object to fall d feet is given by t equals square root of d over 16. Find the distance an object falls after 8 seconds. Answer is D, 1024 feet. Okay, just substitute here, 8 seconds. Yes, 8 seconds. Square mo yan, d over 16 equals 16 times 8. Ay, hindi, yung 8 multiply mo by square mo muna, 64 times 16. Okay, next. Same formula for number 7 as in number 6. T equals d square root of d over 16. So pag 4 seconds, 16 times 16. Yes, 256. Next, for 8, 9, 10, let us use the equation v equals 8 square root of h minus 2r. Use the velocity v in feet per second of the car at the top of the loop of a roller coaster. So for number 8, the answer is 67. Just substitute the given to the equation here. And for number 9, what would you expect the velocity of the car to increase? The radius of the loop increases. The answer is no. Explain your reasoning in your answer in item number 9. Because h minus 2r decreases as r increases. Okay, meron pa dito 11. Square root of the difference between a number and 5 added to the square root of the number is equal to 5. Okay, you can solve that. What's your answer? The answer is A, 9. Okay, you can verify your answer with your solution as we go on. Number 12, the square root of the sum of the square. The square root of the sum of the square per number increased by 5 added to the number is equal to 5. Find the number. So, what's your equation here? The square root of the sum of x squared increased plus 5 is equal to 5. So, the answer is B, 2. And for numbers 13 to 15, use the formula r equals 2 square root of 5L. How far, number 13, how far will a car skid at 30 miles per hour? The answer is 40 feet. And how far will a car skid at 40 miles per hour? B, 80 feet. How far will a car skid at 80 miles per hour? 320 feet. Thank you very much for listening. That is how we solve problems involving radicals. Goodbye and see you.